there. There you go.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this first time ever, maybe even the last time ever,
If I don't die?
Renegade of Insanity, if you will. I am the Renegade of Wrestling, J.J. Williams.
Jade Hogan, RS.
And I have to forewarn you, she requested to do this with me.
You're my brother.
I told her, I was like, this is probably not going to be a good idea, because I'm probably going to rip your list to shit. But she insisted, so we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to do the top 10 Christmas movies. Again, our picks as favorites, not what we think are the greatest of all time, even though...
Yeah, keep that in mind, JJ.
I think my number one I'm going to go ahead and say is the greatest of all time, and I'll kill fuck if you disagree with me. Ladies first, Jade, go ahead. What is your...
In no particular order.
That's right. And for all those who tried to buy into her BS about she couldn't organize it, her computer crashed and she just got it back. That's why it's in no particular order. She rushed through this last night to get everything back. I'm going to throw you under the bus, but that's what brothers do.
But it was horrible.
So, that's why her list is in no particular order. Don't buy this bullshit about, they're all my favorites, I can't pick which one is better. Yeah, don't buy that shit. And if you do, make sure you buy it at the Dollar Tree, because that's about all that excuse is worth.
Ouch.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Damn. It's supposed to be the Christmas season. Season of giving and caring.
Blue drink in a white cup.
He's giving it. It's called shoveling it.
Alright.
Tasty beverage.
Santa Claus 1 and 2.
Okay. Now, why 1 and 2 as opposed to part 3?
I just didn't like number 3. I didn't like Martin. Oh my god. Short. Thank you.
Come on, think
Martin
right.
Short. Oh, fuck you. I didn't like him as Frosty. It bugged.
He wasn't Frosty, he was Jack Frost.
Jack Frost, whatever. That's how much I didn't like it.
Okay.
It just bugged me. He's more of a funny man. He's not really scary. Unless he's on SVU.
Well, he wasn't supposed to be scary. Jack Frost in every portrayal that there's been of him really has been just this bitter wise ass. Even if you go back to the Frosty's Winter Wonderland, he's jealous of that he's not the star of Christmas.
I always was kind of creeped out by Jack Frost. He didn't creep me out in that. He just made it more of a joke, and it wasn't something that I thought was a joke.
He's a comedian. It's supposed to be funny.
I didn't think it was the right role for him.
All right, so that's 10 and 9 because you gave us 2 movies.
Yeah.
Just trying to make sure she has 10 this time. So go ahead.
He's been razzing me all season, by the way.
That's what big brothers do.
Home Alone.
Okay.
The first one. I don't think they should have done all the other ones. I think first one was the classic one. It was awesome. It shouldn't have been duplicated.
Okay.
I think it worked. I think all the other ones, it was a repeat of the first. It got boring after a while. You can only leave a kid home so many times while the rest of the family goes off.
Okay.
Number 4, sorry. I lost count now. Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey.
You know, what is it about the Jim Carrey version, which is like a year and a half old, that you think is better from all the versions going back to like the 20s and 30s?
The 3D effect. It was amazing. The way that, like the whip from the, I can't think of the ghost. The dead
It's either
one.
present, past, or future.
Ebenezer.
The dead one. The one that has the...
Oh, Jacob Marley?
No, the skeleton one.
I don't know because I haven't seen it.
Future.
Is it Future? Future. Because it looked like the whip came out at you, and it was really cool. Me and Jeff we saw it in the theaters, and we jumped because it looked like it was gonna hit us. We're like, whoa! It was really good, and the snow actually looked like it was falling in the theater. It was really cool.
Okay.
It's a really good one. And I recommend it, actually. Plus, I think Jim Carrey actually did a really good job in it. He
Okay.
didn't sound like his normal, goofy, dumb self. He actually played a really good Ebenezer.
Okay.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Told you, can't count. Numbers.
He's laughing.
Go ahead and say it, because I know what you're going to say.
With Fred Mertz.
It's like, really?
I don't know
Really?
the actor's name. I just know it was
The movie has
Fred
got
Mertz.
Natalie Wood, Maureen O'Hara, and you remember Fred fucking Mertz. Out of all the people in the movie, Fred Mertz's total part in that movie is all of like 5 or 10 minutes. If you add all his scenes up.
I'm a
And
Lucy
that's who she
fan.
remembers from the movie.
I'm a Lucy fan, so therefore I'm gonna remember somebody from Lucy.
Fuck beans.
It's my list.
To be
damn it.
fair, that was on my list too, and for the
There
same
we
fucking
go.
reason.
See, I knew you were.
Thank you to
one of my
Double
best
A
friends
Peanut
for a
Gallery.
reason.
Last cameraman.
Apparently he
right?
forgot what quiet on the set means.
So did the rest of us.
I was gonna say, it's all the rest of us. Come on, we all talk on each other's shows. That's why it makes it fun.
Continue.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
I grew up with it. It's one of my family's favorites. It's an all-American classic. It's awesome. It teaches good, to kids. It teaches you to appreciate what you have,
Okay.
and not, want just the typical, presents and all that, and I think it's just such a heartfelt story.
It is, and I'll get more in depth to it when it comes to my list because that's actually on there too. So
See? Siblings. We actually agree on one. Oh my god.
we agree on a couple of them. I'm not going to tell you all which ones, but we agree on a lot of them so far. Go ahead.
I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Okay. And why'd you pick this one?
Because I was a boy crazy girl and I liked Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
That's right. The middle boy on Home Improvement who got too big for his britches and thought he was bigger than the show and the star.
He's still
Yeah,
hot.
that guy.
He's Simba. He's a Disney boy.
Home Improvement was on ABC. It's still all Disney. But,
I think it's such a cute story. And Jessica Biel's in it. Come on.
I mean, it's a good movie. It almost made my list. Like, when I was going through, like, all the movies, that was one of my, like, 25 that I had to start with. But when it came down to whittling them down for the list, it just didn't make the cut. It was one of the first ones to be eliminated because I've only seen it once.
I've only
And
seen
it was a
once,
couple
but
years ago,
I
actually.
loved it.
Teresa showed it to me. It was on, like, ABC Family or something.
I think it is.
And we
always-
watched it. And that was the first time I had seen it, so one viewing hardly makes it come on my list.
And I just burped. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I tried to muffle it.
And what do you got next there?
My all-time favorite.
So why don't you make that one the last one you read, then that way we can at
Okay.
least say that that is definitely
Okay.
your number
all
one.
right, all right. Sorry. All right. Muppet Christmas Carol.
Okay.
Again, I love Christmas Carol. That's one of...
Read your little note there.
What? Oh. No?
Muppet Christmas Carol with Alfred.
Oh.
Yeah. Michael Caine, who she knows as Alfred in the new Batman movies. We actually had this conversation last night.
And
It's like,
Austin Powers, Daddy.
yeah. We actually had this conversation last night, and it's like, is it not sad that the man has had a career in film since like the 50s and 60s, yet the three things he's best known for, to this house at least, is Muppet Christmas Carol, the new Batman movies, and being Austin Powers' daddy in Goldmember. Like, that is just a sad statement on our generation.
Cameraman's
But
giving
that's
me,
all
like,
we
the
know
shame
him
on you.
for. But we love Michael Caine as Ebenezer.
Yes. He's awesome.
And Muppet Christmas Carol actually did not make my list.
The Muppet Man himself.
It did not make my list because other movies I just felt are better.
If I could walk off camera, I would.
I do want to say, though, Muppet Christmas Carol has got some of the best songs in any Muppet movie, in my opinion, except for the original Muppet movie. Between Scrooge, One More Sleep Till Christmas, and When Love Is Gone, those 3 songs right there are just awesome songs. And some of the best songs in any Muppet movie, in my opinion. And you gotta love Fozzie Bear as Fezziwig.
I love Fozzie Bear
And
anyway.
Gonzo is freaking Charles Dickens. It's like, what? Out of the entire Muppet cast, how do you pull Gonzo for Charles fucking Dickens? Seriously.
You know, though, the first time I actually saw this movie was here. You showed it to me.
Yeah.
So I have you to thank for it to be on my list.
I do think they missed the boat, though, with one part. I think the Ghost of Christmas Present, instead of using the brand new Muppet they created, I think it should have been Sweetums. I think it should have been Sweetums.
Oh.
Anyways, go ahead.
And the last, well, not the last one, sorry.
Yeah, because we're going to go back.
Yeah. Christmas Story. With the blonde bad kid, I said.
Okay, dude, you're shaking the camera. Knock it off.
That would be Aaron.
So we apologize for the shakiness. We actually have the camera steady on something, and the cameraman's still making it wobble.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a show with Aaron doing the camera if it didn't shake.
This is true. This is true. A little Christmas present for all you viewers at home. So what is it about the Christmas Story that intrigued you, makes you like it so much? Because to me, I can't stand that fucking movie.
I think it's hilarious.
It is like one of the most retarded Christmas movies of all time, in my opinion. I've sat through it, both as a kid, you know, when there's been that present that I really, really wanted, like the little boy wants his Red Ryder BB gun, and I sat through it as an older guy. The movie just blows donkey balls to me. Like, aside from the kid getting dared to lick the ice off the pole and get his tongue stuck, that's like the only part in the entire movie I laughed at.
You didn't like
the rest of it, I'm sitting there like, okay, when's it going to get funny?
You didn't like it when Santa kicked him down the little slide thing?
Best part of the entire movie, aside from the licking the ice, is the end credits.
Oh, damn. That just happened. And I said that on every show, I think.
That's just my opinion. Remember, it's opinions. So if you love The Christmas Story, I'm sorry I just totally shit on your parade, but I think that movie's god-awful. Go ahead. And your number one, which, if you've watched any RSIs in the past, this should not surprise you.
Or know me at all.
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
And the fucked up part about it all is she almost forgot that movie on her list. we're sitting here last night going through, what about this movie? What about this movie? Do you like this movie? And then Jeff's like, what about the guy that comes twice a year on Halloween and Christmas? She's like, oh, fuck! How did I forget that? Seriously, I wanted to leap across the room and bitch slap her.
It wouldn't have been that far.
Seriously.
I'm sitting right next
to you. Why Nightmare Before Christmas? For all those that don't know you and don't know what a big Jack Skellington dork you are.
You just said it.
Tell them why you love Nightmare Before Christmas.
You just said it. Jack. He's awesome. And Tim Burton is the most awesome director of all time.
Mm-hmm.
He just has a way of putting goth and whatever else beautifully together. It is just so amazingly put together.
Yeah.
The way he even puts still, what is it called?
Stop motion
Thank
animation.
you. That together, it's just, wow.
You know, this is another one that was on my, like, 25. Excuse me, and it made it down to about 15, but it just didn't crack the top 10 for me. And I'm sure that probably surprises you as much shit as I give you about Nightmare. But
Not as much as Mikey does.
it is a really good movie, and I do enjoy it for the stop motion animation because that is a lost art. Plain and simple. That is a lost art form.
Yeah, I mean,
To
like
find
50
somebody
or
that can
100
do it that well, this day and age, it's just beautifully done. And again, the Psalms,
Oh,
What's This, Kidnap the Santa Claus, This is Halloween, Oogie Boogie song, awesome songs. Danny Elfman, a perfect choice for Jack Skellington.
Oh my god.
You know, freaking lead singer of Oingo
Completely.
Boingo for all you 80s kids out there.
That's really sad because I didn't know that.
You know, great,
And I love
great
Oingo
movie. Great movie. It just didn't make my list. In fact, out of all your movies here, the only one that wasn't even in contention was The Christmas Story. Every
Wow.
movie you have on there was in contention for my list at some point. And now we're going to go ahead and give you my top 10.
And he thought we were going to be fighting over...
Please, please again, do not shoot me. These are just my opinions, and if you don't agree with my opinions, that's fine. My number 10 Christmas movie is one of the most recent movies on my list. All my other ones are like old, except for like this and maybe one other movie. Number 10 is Friday After Next.
Nice! I don't know
Friday
how I
After
did not
Next.
make that on my list!
Friday After Next is a great
Thinking too
movie.
hard.
Top flight security of the world, Craig. While you're over there trying to shoot me, cameraman. Top flight security of the world. You should be able to relate to that, Craig.
How are you not a stoner?
Friday After Next is the business, dude. Between the cracked out black Santa
It's a
Claus,
stoner movie.
between Craig and Day Day. I liked it
I
better
love
than
Day Day.
Next Friday, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, Cat
Why?
Williams is the main reason. Cat Williams stole the fucking movie. Pip down! Pip in distress!
We need to see that again. We didn't watch it.
So, number 10, Friday After Next from 2002. Number 9, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. 1989. Chevy Chase, the Griswold family, Randy Quaid as the annoying in-law comes over, and antics ensue.
I can't stand that.
Chevy Chase at his finest, in my opinion. I am not the biggest Chevy Chase fan, aside from like his early SNL stuff. But that movie, in my opinion, is Chevy Chase at his finest.
Well, see, you hated one of mine. I can't stand that one.
It's okay. Number 8.
I've never been a Chevy Chase.
Number 8. I took the cheap way out in this one.
Uh-oh.
I just put the Santa
Okay.
Claus franchise.
Oh, you bastard.
94, 2002, and 2006. The third Santa
Yes.
Claus is the only movie that's newer than Friday After Next. Everything else is like old on my list. But the Santa Claus franchise is just a really great told story of a franchise. I pray to God there's not a fourth one, though. Please
Why?
no. I didn't think there was going to be a third after the second one. I thought it was left well enough alone. But then when they made the third one and bringing in Jack Frost and everything, I was like, okay, that one needed to be made. That was awesome.
That's kind of why also why I think I didn't like it. Is it that I
In
think
my
it was
opinion-
fine, the two of them.
In my opinion, it goes the Santa Claus 3, the Escape Clause, and then Santa Claus 2 in order of preference for me. But I just wanted to take the cheap way out on this one and say I love the franchise as a whole. Number 7, a made-for-TV movie from 1984. It came upon the midnight clear. This is a very, very sweet and sad movie. It stars Mickey Rooney as a New York City police officer who dies like a few days before Christmas. Goes up to heaven where he meets the head archangel, which is played by George Gaines, Punky Brewster's dad on the Punky Brewster.
Oh my gosh.
And he gives... Apparently there's been an archangel that went missing in New York. You know, they send the angels down to kind of spread Christmas cheer and whatnot. And he went missing. He hasn't reported back yet. So they send the New York cop back down to try and track down the angel, which also allows him to spend a couple more days with his grandson. And he's got until midnight on Christmas Eve, you know, Christmas morning, to find the archangel, and then he's got to report back to heaven. So it's this really sweet, Very, very sad story of this grandpa getting to spend a couple more days with his grandson, and then he returns back to heaven. Number 6, again, taking the cheap way out.
Oh, no.
Home Alone and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. 1990
Really?
and 1992 respectively.
Now, why did you like the second one?
Honestly, the second one I think is told better, is a better story than the first one. The first one, all the antics and the traps and everything are better because they were all original. You kind of knew what to expect in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
But the second one I think just had a much sweeter story with the pigeon lady in the park and everything, and the 2 turtle doves of friendship, and you know, you give one to one person and you hold the other, and then you're never apart, type of thing. I just thought the story, plus Tim Curry, you know, plus Rob Schneider, you know, you add all those elements onto it, and I just think Home Alone 2 overall was a better story. Number 5, another one I know you don't approve of, A Very Brady Christmas from 1988. A Very Brady Christmas was basically the huge Brady Bunch cast reunion. The only original they didn't get back was Cindy. Instead, they used Jennifer Runyon, who played Gwendolyn Pierce in the first season of Charles in Charge. She was
The
Charles's
Baywatch girl?
girlfriend.
Baywatch Girl?
No, she wasn't on Baywatch, I don't think.
I think she was. Because I could.
But everybody was back. It was a great movie. You know, it was basically their little holiday get-together where all the miracles happen and good things come in 90 minutes. It's really cool to see everyone back together
Cheesy.
again, all grown up. Even the cast of the Brady Brides, you know, the husbands of Marsha Jan came back with their kids. So it was just a really big Brady family.
Cheesy.
And you gotta love the Bradys, I'm just saying.
I liked the special more. Where
Number
she lost
4.
her voice.
That one's good. Number 4, The Christmas Gift. This is another one that not too many people know about. This is John Denver, who plays an architect, who goes to a small town in Colorado to like kind of scope the town out and maybe turn it into a resort type of location. You know, at the very beginning of the movie, he's the bad guy who has a change of heart mid-movie and stands up to his greedy corporate boss and wants to leave the small town alone at the end because there's so much heart and soul in the town that they don't want to lose it.
Why does that sound like the Ducks movies?
It sounds like the premise of a lot of movies. And this movie actually has the grandpa from Charles in Charge
Oh my god.
in the town.
Do I sense a theme here?
Number 3, Miracle on 34th Street, the one with Fred Mertz. Gotta love the story. The original version is always going to be the best, with little Natalie Wood not believing in Santa Claus, and then at the very end of the movie finding Kris Kringle's cane in the house that she wanted, her little dream house. And
Why did you pick that one other than the color one?
it's a classic. You know, you can't go wrong with the classics. More often than not, you've got to keep the originals as opposed to the remakes.
I agree.
Okay. Number 2, Christmas Carol, 1938. Reginald Owen is Scrooge, the entire Lockhart family playing the Cratchits. In my opinion, it's the best version that's ever been made, which is why the Muppets one didn't make my list. And little tidbit that the Turner Classic Movies likes to give out every year about this movie when they show it is that Reginald Owen was originally not supposed to be Scrooge. It was supposed to be Lionel Barrymore, who had played Scrooge for years on the radio broadcasts of A Christmas Carol. But he had either gotten injured or was sick, I forget the circumstances, prevented him from being Scrooge. So he recommended his good buddy Reginald Owen take the role, who I believe had done it in like theater presentations. A lot of people downplay his version of Scrooge as opposed to like Alistair Sims later on, saying that he's not animated enough.
Mm-hmm.
Scrooge isn't supposed to be animated. He's supposed to be this crotchety, miserable man. But he's animated enough when he has his change of heart at the end of the movie that I think he really, really comes across as having played the role perfectly from start to finish. And a lot of people are going to think that like the Alistair Sim version is the definitive version, but for me, my dad, love you Dad, and this entire household, it's pretty much this version is the definitive version of all time. And number one, which I will go ahead and go on record and say is the best fucking Christmas movie of all time, and if you don't like it, you can suck it. It's A Wonderful Life.
Yeah, okay. I was saying
That
no, but then
movie
now
is
I'm
just-
saying yeah.
That movie is just great from start to finish, and I didn't like it when I was younger. I didn't like it when I was younger because I was a kid. It's like 4 hours on TV.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
they used
black
to
and
play
white.
the shit out of it like they do A Christmas Story now, which is part of why I don't like that one. Because it's not that good to be beaten to death that much.
It's in black and white.
But it's like, yeah, as a kid, it's 4 hours on TV. It's black and white. If you miss it, you can always watch it the next time it comes around.
The next week.
I just didn't have the time to sit down and commit to that movie. It was just, oh my God. They spend like 2 hours of the movie building up all this backstory for like 30 minutes of
Right.
what life would be like if he didn't exist.
Yeah.
And the whole meat and potatoes in the movie, it's like, oh my God. Can we just fast forward, please? Get to the good shit?
Didn't me and Jeff actually say that?
I think you may have, but Jeff didn't. Jeff wanted to commit because he had never really given the movie a chance from start to finish. And he sat through it and he enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on his list somewhere. Interesting factoid about It's a Wonderful Life, though. That's why Lionel Barrymore, talking about Christmas Carol, that's why he is Old Man Potter. It was basically his give back for not being able to be Scrooge back in the day.
Is he part of the Barrymore family,
Yeah,
actually?
that is Drew's grandpa, I believe.
Oh, cool.
And for all you that know what a Muppet dork I am, Bert and Ernie, the cop and taxi driver, respectively, are where the characters of Bert and Ernie got their name.
I didn't know that.
They were best friends in the movie. They're best friends on Sesame Street.
Huh.
So
Learn new
just a
things
little
every day.
interesting bit of trivia for y'all out there. Next time you watch It's a Wonderful Life, Bert and Ernie are where those two Muppets got their name.
Cool.
So, I hope y'all enjoyed our list. Sorry we went freaking long as hell, but I think that's the most you've actually ever talked. And everyone
Really?
knows I can run my mouth.
The funny thing is I can run my mouth like crazy at home.
Yes, we know.
Fuck you.
But once you get in
But
front of
then
the
I
camera, it's
get in
like,
front of the camera and-
hi, I'm Jade. Hi.
He's hot.
Now that's still at home.
So anyways, for Renegade of Insanity,
It was insanity too.
I am JJ,
Jade.
and we will see you maybe next time. I don't know.
I think
We'll have
we
to
didn't
see.
kill each other. I think we should.
See you around.